beautiful soul. Welcome to the Quantum Business Queen podcast. This podcast is a vortex for activating wealth, riches, and boss bitches. It is here that I teach multi-dimensional business. Our content will fall under 3 different categories: 5D quantum creation, 4D frequency alchemy, and the most potent 3D strategy. Every aspect of business that contributes to the creation of success is covered here. Plus, I will be personally interviewing the most amazing boss bitches that are at the forefront of the game, paving the way for money, magic, and magnetism in business. Let's get ready to activate all of that within you. Hello, amazing human. Welcome to this week's episode of the Quantum Business Queen podcast. I want to dive straight in and I want to talk about money. I think it's such an important topic to talk about. And I notice a lot of forward movement and a lot of evolution and a lot of people ascending to not have shame around money and to be open to talking about it and to quote unquote brag about how much they make and whatever else. And then I've also noticed kind of interesting paradoxes when it comes to this. I've noticed some kind of spiritual leaders stepping up saying, the reason why I don't talk about money is because I feel that it creates hierarchy, or I feel that it is very quote unquote 3D, materialistic, invokes greed, whatever the case may be. I find this so fascinating. And although these spiritual leaders have very good intentions and their heart is in the right place, this is actually creating a money trap and it's perpetuating scarcity, because the more you talk about money being quote unquote 3D, the more you talk about money creating hierarchy, we have to understand where these narratives are coming from. Number 1, we have to understand what these narratives are coming from, where they're coming from. Number 2, we have to understand what these narratives do. So, here's what I say. If you follow me for a long time, you'll know that we create our reality through the meanings we give things, right? And so when you see these coaches or these spiritual leaders saying things like money creates hierarchy, or money creates greed, or money creates whatever, perpetuation of material things in the 3D, whatever it may be, this is a meaning they've given it. And when you give something a meaning, it activates realities. And so unbeknownst to them, they're trying to serve with a big heart and they're trying to spread what they feel is right. But what they don't realize is that they're perpetuating realities where money does create hierarchy. They're perpetuating realities where money does perpetuate greed. They're perpetuating realities where money anchors people into the quote unquote 3D and detaches them from their own spirituality. And what happens is it's creating negative associations with money and spiritual people. And when that happens, you are subconsciously or even consciously rejecting it. And ultimately, this doesn't have to be the case, and this doesn't have to be true. This is why I talk about money all the time. Like if you follow my Instagram, by the way, if you're not following my new Instagram, please follow my new Instagram. It is a vibe, I have to say, but I talk about what I make all the time. Number 1, I'm a business coach. So of course, if I'm not making money, if I'm not making a lot of money in my business, then how do I have the authority to teach it to you, right? So I talk about money, number 1, to give myself credibility. I talk about the money my students make to give myself credibility. But also, I don't want there to be shame around money. In my world, money does not create hierarchy. In my world, money does not perpetuate materialism. And who's to say materialism is bad? We live in a world of material things. Why are we labeling that as bad? It doesn't have to mean that it takes away from our spirituality. It doesn't have to mean that it takes away from our spiritual connection. In my world, money doesn't perpetuate 3D plugins or whatever else. In my world, there is no shame around it. There is no perpetuation of hierarchy. There is only enhancement. In my world, money creates impact. Money enhances impact. So I don't want spiritual people to think just because I have a lot of money means I must be anchored in the 3D, or just because I talk about money, it means now I'm perpetuating hierarchy. None of that does not have to be true. You can make it mean that. And if you do make it mean that, guess what you're doing? You're perpetuating those realities. Or you can make it mean something different. And this is where quantum discernment comes in, right? Like we see people, we look up to people, and what happens is they say something, and because we admire them, we fall into their trap. It is a money trap, and they don't realize they're setting the trap. And that's the problem. They think they're serving from a place of being heart-centered, and they think they're doing the right thing, but they don't realize they're creating negative associations with money when they're saying money perpetuates hierarchy. I want to wipe away any and all negative associations with money. I talk about money all the time. I talk about what my funnels are making. It excites me. Money excites me because money will enhance your ability to have impact. And I want more and more and more spiritual people to embrace money, to call in abundance, to be proud about money, to talk about what they make, whatever else, from a place of they can own it without shame. I feel a little disappointed that I have to have these sort of conversations in 2025, but it is okay. It's okay. Contrast is fine as well. We live in a world of contrast, and we don't have to make it mean that contrast is bad. So I just want to awaken you to the fact that money is a fucking amazing thing. Money is so good. The better it gets, the better it gets. The more you embrace money, the more you take away any negative associations and shame around it, the more you're going to call it in, the more you're going to have impact, the more you get to decide where it gets funneled to, right? But instead, people are perpetuating these narratives, and unbeknownst to them, they're creating negative associations, and people are subconsciously rejecting money because you don't want to be seen to negatively be associated with hierarchy or greed or any of those things. And when you're connecting that to money, it's very dangerous. Very, very dangerous. So I just wanted to plant a seed with you. You don't have to believe what I say about money either, right? I am just asking you to start questioning things, right? There's no truth in this universe. There are no truths. There are no truths. So if somebody says money perpetuates hierarchy, that's not a truth. That's a truth in their reality that they've created a meaning around, right? So important to understand this. You get to choose your meaning. When you truly understand that you choose every single meaning and you don't have to take on other people's, this is what it means to be in the seat of deliberate creation. But when we start blindly and mindlessly taking on everyone else's meaning because those people are in a place of hierarchy or authority, shall we say, that's when we give our power away, because we start taking on beliefs of other people and start unknowingly attaching negative associations to things, and then we start rejecting them from coming into our reality. So here is your work. Your work is to love money. Talk about it all the time. Don't have shame around making a ton of it. Talk about how easy it gets to be. Like, money in my world has been so crazy easy lately. Honestly, I'm going to talk about funnels in one of my episodes, because please, if you do not have a funnel in your business, it is crazy, because that is a money printing machine, legit a money printing machine. I make money on autopilot all day, all night, and it's so easy. And it's from one funnel, and my business is growing constantly. My Instagram followers are growing constantly, and I'm literally not having to lift a finger except for to optimize things occasionally. But this is what my whole world is centered around: freedom. And my business strategy creates so much freedom for people through funnels. And I do it because I understand money. I embrace money. I love money. And the more I do that, the easier it flows in my reality, the easier it is to manifest it. And I am shown the vehicles by which we can do it so quickly and so easily. And for me, it's been funnels. And it makes it a data-based, foolproof way to scale businesses. You don't have to worry about messaging. You don't have to worry about, is this going to hit? Are people going to buy my thing? You don't have to worry about any of that. Anyway, I'm going off on a tangent. I just want you to understand that how easy money gets to be, how it can flow effortlessly into your reality, how you can scale it beyond what you even thought was possible. And the only reason I can do this is because I have no shame around it. I talk about it all the time. I talk about the fact that, we're halfway through a month and my funnel's passively brought in 10 grand already. And it's only the second month it's been on. And I want people to know this. I want people to get excited about it, because I want people to be free too. I don't want you to be enslaved when it comes to cash. I don't want you to have anxiety around spending. I want you to be in a world of choice. And to me, that is true freedom. And so I do this by, number one, dismantling the plugins and the distortions around this. And number two, giving people a vehicle to be able to embody it and live it. And it takes both, right? It takes both. It takes, number one, understanding that money is a frequency and that you get to love it without any shame and that you get to erase any negative associations around it. And number two, you have to be in the physical realm of building out the architecture around this vehicle, whether it be a funnel, whether it be a business, whatever it may be. This is freedom, right? This is all the pieces of freedom. This is why I teach multidimensional business. It's a 3D strategy. It is understanding the 4D frequency, and it's the 5D quantum. And so when you have all those pieces click together, you get to have a powerful reality and live in a powerful world of abundance and freedom. And this is the definition, but we got to dismantle the traps. We got to understand the traps. They're everywhere, right? They're sneaky. They're false light templates. False light templates are things that are disguised to make you feel good. They're disguised to make you feel like you're being a good person, but ultimately it's a trap that keeps you into scarcity. And when people are perpetuating these traps, you really, really got to be careful. So when you're taking in information from spiritual leaders and people you admire and whatever else, just know that it's coming from a truth, a paradigm that they've actually created, and ask yourself if you want to be a part of that paradigm or not. I don't want to be a part of a paradigm where money creates hierarchy. I'm part of a paradigm where money is abundant. We get to have so much of it. We get to talk about how much we make, and it doesn't mean that I'm placing myself above you. We are all equal. I walk amongst you. I think you pick that up and gather that from my energy. If you've ever met me, I never make you feel like I'm above or below or anything like that. There's no hierarchy that exists in my world, but yet I still talk about money all the damn time because I want you to get excited about making it too. Okay. I love you so much. I hope this landed where it needed to. Oh, this just gets me so excited, right? This is so exciting. Like, money transcends everything. Your understanding around it can transcend everything. Like, I just want you to know that, you create your own economy. You create your own experience with all of this. You don't have to plug into any of it. Like, I'm going to digress and talk about my funnel again, but the reason again my funnel gets me so excited is it's actually made almost $11,000 halfway through a month. And it's a low ticket funnel. I'm selling products for $17 and $24 and it means I can transcend anything. I'm so accessible to people. My truth gets to be sold to people at such an amazing accessible price, yet I get to make so much money from it. And this really excites me. This really, really excites me. So I'm going to leave you with that today, beautiful soul. Thank you so much for staying with me amongst all my tangents, and just know that I love you. I want the best for you, and I really want you to make a shit ton of money. That is really, I love money. I want you to love it too. I want you to have a ton of it. I want you to feel what it's like to be in a life of freedom and choice and to not have to worry when you're tapping your credit card at the ATM or at the grocery store or whatever else. Like, I love the fact that last night my friend was ordering dinner, and I know they don't have a lot of money, and they were fumbling around to find their credit card, and I just took my card out and tapped it, and it's just like, God, it's such a good feeling. And I don't say this to brag or to say, oh, look at me, I'm a good person. I'm just saying this because all of this is available. The feeling that you get when you know you can support someone, and I just did it secretly. I didn't make a fuss of it, and they were just like, we just kind of gave each other a look, and it feels good. It feels good. I dream of being able to do that tenfold, of buying people's houses and paying people's rent for 6 months. And the only way that is possible is when I embrace money wholeheartedly, love every aspect of it, and do not plug any negative associations into it at all. Know that money is an enhancer of love. Money is an enhancer of service. All of the things that I deliberately choose to make it mean. In my world, when you come into my world, that's what money means. And I want to pass these meanings on to you because these meanings are expanders. And so when you're listening to people, when you're taking in information, ask yourself one question. If somebody's trying to put a paradigm on me or a belief system, their own belief system, you have to ask yourself, does this belief system expand my capacity to receive this, or does it contract it? So when you're putting negative associations onto things, it's going to contract it. So remember to plug beautiful, expansive meanings around money, because when you do that, when you expand your associations with money, you expand your ability to receive more. Okay, I feel like I jumped around a lot today, but hopefully I got my point across. I love you so much. if you have any questions, I'm here. Please follow me on Instagram. I'm going to be releasing a little mini series around wealth energetics. I think it's so important for people to understand all of these concepts around the energy and the frequency of money. It is such a beautiful thing to embrace. And when you do, it's truly life-changing how easy money gets to be. It gets to be so easy. It gets to be so fun. Okay, I'm going to leave you with this before I go on another tangent. Thank you so much for listening. Please follow me on my new Instagram account. I'll link it below. Come into my DMs. Say hi to me. I want to get to know you a lot better. And until next time, I will see you soon. Thank you so much for listening today, beautiful soul. I hope you got so much gold and were activated in such a way that you could step into your highest timeline of abundance and freedom, because it is more than possible for you. If that desire has been planted in your soul, it is so deliberate. If you wouldn't mind, please rate, review, subscribe to this podcast so that we can get this message into the hearts and ears of more amazing light beings across the world. I would love to continue this conversation with you, so feel free to get in touch on Instagram at sarah.tynan.quantumcoach. If you're a Facebook person, you can find me on Facebook at facebook.com/Sarah Tynan International. And please don't ever forget, if your desire is there, it's because your destiny is there too. You just have to remember who you are. Bye for now, beautiful.